in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Jones throw here taken in by Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Patriots at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 117 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 10-0 to score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. picked by Tracy Walker. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. He's got the first down and more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Swings this out here for Cohen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 15. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Jones, a final shot before break. Touchdown, Patriots. Dante Pettis as time expires in the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. On the give, this is Harris. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Jones on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, this one to Bourne out on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 2nd and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
First down.
Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Remember, they had the nice gain in the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. This is Harris. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of a tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll try to run with Harris. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
On the ground, it's Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
But just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's